Hi, I'm Nathan Tannenbaum. These are just some of the many stories coming soon to the Las Vegas Review-Journal. 2 arrests have been made in the Wednesday killings of a Las Vegas couple in their East Valley mobile home. While Metro Police originally listed the couple's 20-year-old son as a suspect in the case, they first arrested a 19-year-old friend of the son Wednesday night. Friday's Review-Journal has details of the arrest report in the case, in which investigators say Victor Antonio Veliz was asked by Timothy Chester to kill Thomas and Carla Chester after the son and parents argued. Well, at midday Thursday, the arrest of Timothy Chester at the Hoover Dam was being reported on the ReviewJournal.com breaking news section. You may have seen video from various courtrooms across the country where a defendant gets out of hand. And now it's happened in Las Vegas.
Sir, do you have anything to say before I impose your sentence?
Hitler said you would feel his wrath.
All right, we'll continue this hopefully next week. We'll see if he's in a better mood to be sentenced today.
The Review-Journal's Francis McCabe explains who this is and what they were doing in court in the first place. That's in Friday's print and online, RJ. The budget scissors have not been put away, and Clark County commissioners aren't sure how much more they might be needed. The Review-Journal's Scott Weiland reports Friday that department heads have come up with just over half of the 5% budget reduction requested by County Manager Virginia Valentine, aimed at offsetting the more than $180 million the county's losing over the next 2 years because of this year's state legislative session. What cuts have already been proposed? Do they include full-time employees losing their jobs? The answers to those questions in print and online Friday. Speaking of budgets, how spooky are Halloween spending numbers going to be this year? After a robust 2008, the National Retail Federation is projecting an 18% drop in 2009. The RJ's business team is checking out the numbers with the report coming soon, noting that the average family dropped $66.54 on ghosts and goblins last year and may cut that back to $56.31 this year. Sports starts with the UNLV football annual game against cross-state rival UNR in the battle for the Fremont Cannon. In Friday's RJ, sports reporter Mark Anderson looks at the Wolfpack quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who walked all over the Rebels last year. Even our high school football coverage does have a UNLV twist, as former Rebel Hunky Cooper settles in as coach at Canyon Springs. Who's our all-knowing NevadaPreps.com observer picking as Canyon Springs takes on Desert Pines in our Game of the Week? Check Fielder's Choice on our sister website, NevadaPreps.com. At the racetrack, Jimmy Johnson, a 3-time winner of the Sprint Cup Series. Check columnist Jeff Wolf's thoughts on a possible four-peat. Finally Friday. That means your complete guide, your weekend guide to doing and dining is here. It is Neon, of course, and this week's cover features Chaz Palminteri bringing the one-man stage version of his Bronx Tale to the Venetian. Read all about it. And the weather, well, it looks like we're going to be having a couple of days back in the 80s before another storm system from the Pacific Northwest takes over, sending us then another round of big wind, followed by daytime highs returning to the 70s. Overnight lows will briefly bounce back in the low to mid-60s before also slipping back into the 50s. Pretty nice. And for breaking news, 24/7, you're at the right spot, ReviewJournal.com.